Do I ever regret moving to America? Ready to see what we got with this and see what he's got to say about moving to America. Before we do get into this, appreciate if you guys can hit that subscribe button. Let's see what we got.
I used to think I was doing a good deed by holding the door open for others.
Okay.
I didn't know that they were robbing the place.
Nice.
But that is something that I truly regret from my own life. And even as they were pushing the candles into the white van,
happened.
They were so nice to me.
Really, that happened?
That is the theme of today's video. Regret. As in, do I regret moving to the United States of America? And that's a question that I get asked often, and thought today would be a good time to address it. And the simple answer to that...
You know what? Moving from the UK, I can't see why, like, what kind of reasons would you regret? Maybe like spending time with your family back in the UK, maybe, but I don't know.
The question is this. Find out after the commercial break.
Nice.
I'm joking. The real answer to that question is convoluted, complex. On the one hand, I don't really regret much in life. I mean, even that...
Hold up. What does convoluted mean?
That incident with the robbers was entirely made up for dramatic effect.
Okay,
and I like to think I have a happy-go-lucky, can-do attitude that has put me in good stead.
Right.
But that wasn't always the case. In fact, you know, as if to make the case against American regret, I think I developed that sense of can-do attitude while living in the United States. When I came here, I didn't really have a sense of I can achieve anything I want. It was more a case of I'll just wing it until I get a job. You know, and that only took 9 months, so that was nice. But
you know what? I feel like a lot of people in the UK they've got that mentality. We just wing it, bro. We just wing it and see what happens.
I think America, even if this was, you know, by osmosis, did instill in me a sense of, you can do this, boy. You can reach for the bloody stars. Just don't touch them, because most of them are very hot. I suppose that could sound...
Wait, did he... Is this real? This is a green screen. Like, he did this whilst that... Yeah, this guy's too funny, bro.
Boy, you can reach for the bloody stars, just don't touch them, because most of them are very hot. I suppose that could sound to the untrained ear like I needed to be here instead of the United Kingdom. Do you, Lawrence, regret not moving here sooner? And the answer to that question would be no. I think I moved here at just the right time. I'm very glad that I grew up in Britain, that I was given a kind of British sense of humour, that I was taught in British...
See, I'm the opposite. I'm really jealous that I wasn't brought up in America. Because, like, I see and hear about, like, you guys when you was kids in school. I really love your schools. And just stuff like, yeah, just stories that I hear. I'm just like, damn, man, I really, like, I could have done that in America, dude. But, like, yeah, so I kind of wish I did. But, you know, UK isn't all that bad, you know what I'm saying?
British schools.
So it's not too bad, but...
I don't know, my way of life was kind of influenced by British society and culture. But moving here has allowed me to live kind of a second life, a discovery of Lawrence that wouldn't otherwise have happened. I'm not saying my life would have been bad if I'd have stayed in England. It wouldn't have been. I think deep down, there is a little bit of an optimist in me. But that optimism, as I said, was kindled even further. Is kindled a word? We'll go with it.
No,
I was able to kindle that optimism in the US. So I think I moved at the right time. It was a tough time because, you know, recession was happening. We've had a lot of political strife in the intervening years. And then, of course, a pandemic and all of that.
What, is this where it was during the pandemic, just on a boat?
This is going to sound a bit pretentious, but I think America has allowed me to sort of express myself in a way that I would probably not have felt as comfortable doing in Britain. It's not...
See, that's interesting. That is interesting. From what I'm gathering with this video, is he does not regret moving to America at all. But that's interesting that he feels now that he can express himself how he wants to be. You know what I mean? In America. Because, like, in the UK... you would get, like, a lot of weird looks if you do something out of the norm, or, like, if you go for a job that's out of the norm or try something that's risky. People will, like, look at you, be like, yo, you're gonna fail, blah, you know what I mean? So, like for me in my situation of, like, doing what I do now with all this content stuff, like, yeah, I went to university, but when I was doing, like, I was like, okay, I don't want to pursue anything with my degree or anything. I want to try and do the content stuff. A lot of people... and my friends as well would, like, give you that kind of look like, what are you doing? But really, you're just aiming for, like, you know, a dream job, like a dream goal of yours. And that's what I respect about Americans in America. You guys seem to be able to do that and support each other whilst doing that instead of bringing people down. You know what I'm saying?
The British people are necessarily less receptive to this, although I think there's a suggestion that that could be the case. But to sort of expressing yourself in a, hey, look at me, I have 300,000 subscribers kind of way, just sort of seems to sit more with that kind of American mentality of reach for the stars.
Okay,
I don't
exactly.
think I would have been as comfortable being that person back in Britain. And maybe that would have been a good thing for everybody else. But I enjoy seeing my numbers rack up, you know.
Like, yeah, no, I totally get what he's saying. So, like, in the UK, you can do it and you can go for, you know, the goals and dreams that you want, right? You can do it. But, like, on the way there, it's just a little bit, like, uncomfortable. Is that, like, the right word? Like, it's a little bit uncomfortable around other people. Because, yeah, they just... Like, I know a friend of mine who wanted to do something else other than his job, and all his friends were saying that he was going to fail before he even started. Do you know what I mean? They was already putting him down before he even started. And that's just how, like, some UK people are, man.
No, and seeing all of you people comment on my videos, I'm sure it would have happened in Britain too, but my mentality would have just been different.
Right.
It would have been so much different to this.
That's cool to
hear.
hear.
As I've said before, I've always had a kind of a thing for America, whatever that thing is. It's not romantic, although I did marry an American.
Might be.
So
I think it is.
And I came here with that same sense of liking for this country, so that really helped. And I think, as I mentioned in my previous video, you know, a lot of British people might come here and bemoan the lack of their sort of British food or things that they could get back home. Right. It's just never been in me to do that, really. I think I've always just wanted to experience what the place has to offer. And it's been good. I mean, obviously, there have been times, just as there are in everybody's lives, that have been a bit more tricky, a bit more difficult. I don't tend to dwell on those things. And I do think to myself that those things, or equivalents of those things, might have occurred in other countries, with the exception of really big medical bills. That's one thing that sticks out to me, is that whenever we've had to go to hospital, it is that sort of guessing game over how much we're going to owe. Right. It's not enough to make me regret moving here, but it is enough for me to miss the national healthcare system in the UK.
Okay, hey, fair point, because in the UK, you don't really have to worry or don't cross your mind of, like, going to the hospital with doctors. You could just go get your checkups. You don't really have to pay for it. So that's a fair point.
Here's a sort of minor thing that I don't speak about very often. I don't think Americans quite grasp my sarcasm on the level that British people do. Okay. It's an innate language that we have in Britain that can't really be replicated anywhere else. I'm not saying that Americans can't do sarcasm or that other countries can't either, because you very much can. Right. It's just that we each have a different brand of sarcasm. While the 300,000 subscribers undoubtedly get my sense of humour, there will be some people that just don't know that I'm joking. And this isn't a huge source.
Oh, wait, yeah. A lot of Brits do that a lot. I don't know if I've done that. You guys let me know in the comments. But, like, a lot of Brits will, like, kind of say something in a way where it don't seem like they're joking, but they are joking. But other Brits will know they're joking, but other people definitely won't. Because we say it, like, we kind of say it seriously, like we mean it. So, like, if I say, like, oh, my house burned down today. Well, that's obviously a lie, so that's a bad take. But if I'm like, yo, I don't know, my computer cut out, so I can't stream today, right? But I'd say it, like, dead seriously, but in my head I'd be joking, and then, like, other Brits will know I'm joking, but, like, other people won't. That was a bad take, because, like, you kind of just have to do it in the moment, you know what I mean? It just happens naturally.
Also regret. But there are those times when I'm sitting over a coffee with an American and something just comes out that might to them sound harsh or just poorly thought through or stupid, when in fact it was just a very cutting and wry observation about the world in which we live. Thank you very much. And I could go on and list all of the gripes that I've had with living in America, but I'd arrive at the same answer to the central question: do you regret moving to the United States? And the answer will always be no, I do not. You know, it's not lost on me that I am known to more people here than I am in Britain.
Yeah, I'm so jealous, man. I really hope, like, one day I win the lottery so I can just ship my whole entire family off to America. Because listen, look, I'm being serious when I say this, bro. And if you join my streams, you know I am, because I got my mum on the stream yesterday, right? I say to them all the time, should we all just move to America? Because like my problem with moving to America is I'll be missing my family too much, right? So that's my problem. But if I can ship them all off there, problem solved. And guess what? You know what? My mum actually said she's down. So we just got to persuade a lot more of us, and then...
And while that is sort of hard for me to process, I am filled with kind of gratitude that so many of you have taken me in. And Mum, that doesn't mean that I'm living with them. It's just a phrase. America is a nation of extremes, you know, extreme weather, extreme religious, extreme non-religious, extremely political.
Oh, I found a stat the other day. 88% of the households in America own a Bible. And most households have at least 4. Bro, that stat actually blew my mind because that's a big percentage. Like, I knew you guys was like really heavy on like churches and all that. Like, people in the UK are as well, but America more so. But like, yeah, I don't really know any... A lot of people in the UK are religious, don't get me wrong, but I don't know many people with a Bible, right? So 88% of the households in the country that owns one, bro, that stat would just seem so high.
Extremely large, extremely bizarre.
I was surprised by
that. It's also the venue of my second life.
Hell
and if
yeah.
you're just joining us, I don't have 2 wives. It's nothing like that. That's it for this episode. Say hello in the comments below.
Really cool. It just makes me even more jealous of living in America, dude. But enjoyed that. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you leave a thumbs up, subscribe for more content. Live every single day on Twitch.tv/ElfNMG if you guys want to check me out over there. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.